So, when the adventure began, you were traveling south from Neverwinter to the city of Phandalin. On the first day, you fought goblins and you managed to clear out the cave that was called Cragmaw Hideout. You killed the leader, Clarg, and later had to kill Goot, a goblin who allied with you temporarily. Then, on the second day, you went to Phandalin and you met Linnea, Alexandrite, who is a dwarf fighter, and you slept at the Stonehill Inn. On the third day, you ran into a gang of human ruffians called the Red Brands. You investigated the town and found out they were at the manor, and you went there and you saved some prisoners and you cleared the place out. You caught their leader, Glassstaff, who turned out to be Yarno, a wizard from the Lord's Alliance, who your companion Sildar was looking for. That night you had a drinking contest with one of the prisoners, Grista, and in the morning you woke up and went back to the manor and killed a creature called a Nothic, which is a monster with a giant eyeball. Rokas, Linnea, ICU, and Sildar exit the underground cavern at Tresendar Manor and make their way back to the center of town near the town green. And so as you walk down the street, you see Harvin Wester at the door of the townmaster's hall, and he waves and calls you over.
Hey, Harbin.
So, did you did you manage to defeat the demonic creature under the manor?
Yes, we did.
Whoa.
Yeah, we snuck up on him, and he gave us very little trouble.
Wow. How did you manage that?
Well, we took him by surprise, and Sildar shot him in the back of the head with a crossbow bolt.
I see. Well, I think you had suggested before that I ring the bell to congregate everything. I think that now is probably a good time to do that. Let's have a town meeting, and I'll tell everyone of your triumph.
All right.
So
Thank you.
Harvin goes to ring the bell of the townmaster's hall. Dong, dong, dong. And it takes about 15 minutes for everyone to make their way to the town green. But some people come cautiously and are not sure what happened. They're a bit worried. And Harvin starts to announce to everyone, people of Phandalin, we have triumphed today. The Red Brand threat is no more, thanks to Rokas and ICU, Sildar, and Linnea. They have defeated them and cleared out the manor, including a demonic creature that was hiding below the manor. And everyone says, oh, wow, yay! And they all clap and celebrate. And people are patting you on the back and smiling at you, and everyone's very happy to hear this. He says, now, I have arranged for their reward, and I want to let everyone know that I have everything under control here in the town, and with the help of Rokas and his friends, we will be able to reclaim the stolen goods that were taken from the businesses, and I want to assure you that the town is safe for the time being.
Oh, but Harbin,
Yes?
wasn't it under your rule that that these guys took control?
um, well, uh, that was a trick, a ploy by the wizard Yarno. He came here under false pretenses, and
Well, that's true, and we have him in tow. He's here with us now,
yes, yes,
and
yes.
but I'm sorry to say that I'm not happy to turn the town back over to you. Um,
Well, maybe we can talk about that another time, but
I think we'll talk about this now in front of everybody, so everybody will know the story and the what's expected between now and when we come back, because we're coming back.
Harvin's face is getting red, but he's not talking. He's just looking at everyone.
My my friend and ally Sildar here, who was very important in the killing of the demonic eyeball monster. This is he was originally expected to become the sheriff of Palladian. Is that what you call this place?
No, Phandalin.
Phandalin.
Yeah.
Not like Philadelphian.
No, Phandalin.
Phandalin. Okay, the beautiful town of.
Stildar puts his hand on your shoulder. He says, "Actually, Yarno was supposed to be the one setting up the sheriff's office."
Well, that's true, but he failed miserably,
Well, he
and
didn't fail. Actually, he intentionally
did
went
something different.
against the Lord's
Yeah.
Alliance. We will be taking him to trial, and he will be punished for his crimes.
Okay.
Maybe
He's
Lydia would
announcing
like
this
to.
to everyone too.
Well, why don't we do this? Um, you're gonna take him to face the Lord's
Well,
justice.
in a few hours, I'm expecting a sending message from
Okay.
one of the wizards of the Lord's Alliance, and I will be able to report back what's happened
Okay.
here. And I'm prepared to call for reinforcements from the Lord's Alliance.
Okay.
I can hear the reinforcements right now.
I can hear them too.
Do you hear the sirens?
Yes. Is that your message coming through?
No, no. Sildar says that he's going to get a message and he's planning to call for reinforcements from the Lord's Alliance. He wants to get his orders. He's not sure exactly what they're going to want him to do yet. But he
Well,
announces that to everyone, and
okay.
he wants you to know that he's planning to stick around and try to get everything under control.
Okay. And Linnea, are you going to be able to stay and assist Sildar with this?
So, Linnea says that she's not sure how long she's gonna stick around, but she wants to help Sildar out for the time being.
Okay. Okay, if you can help him out, I can leave some money. I'd also like to make arrangements to employ Droop, who helped us through this last part.
Yeah. So Droop has been with the family that you saved,
Okay.
Dendrar family. So he's
Okay.
here at the meeting. When you mention him, he comes over.
Okay.
So
I just want to.
you want to find a job for me?
Yes, and I want everybody in the whole town to know that Droop was helpful and that we've accepted him. He expressed willingness to change his ways and become a citizen.
Oh, thank you. Some of the townsfolk look skeptical, but as he explained, they they seem to at least accept that you're telling you're being honest about what you saw. But
Okay,
you get the feeling that people are still a little spooked by goblins.
okay. Well, I just want the town to know that he's under my protection, and woe be it to anybody that is cruel or mean to somebody in our employ.
Okay, the town listens to you, and they most of them nod their heads.
Anybody have a problem with that? Well, I want to hear from them now.
One of the miners looks like he wants to say something, but he doesn't.
Well, come on, out with it. You're
Well,
looking.
you these goblins,
He
they're not trustworthy.
well, look. He didn't come into this world having applied to be a goblin. That's just what he is. And he's found himself in a bad situation. He was being taken cruelly by the people in the manor,
Well,
and he's had enough. And
well, since
I
you
think
vouch for him, I'll give him a chance. But he's still
that's
got to prove
that
himself to me.
that's fine. I want him to prove himself as well. But if he's trying, I want you and everyone else to give him a fair chance. That's all
Well,
I'm asking for.
I'll I'll agree.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And we will be back. And I hope that by the time we get back that he will have gotten a position here. I will leave money for his pay, and it will be doled out as long as he has lived up to reasonable standards.
Oh, thank you, Rokas.
I see.
Yes, yes, Rokas.
Anything you'd like to add to this situation that we're leaving or potentially getting to set up?
So, Droop, you're going to stay with the woodworking family and
Mm,
help them out, seeing as how they've lost their dad.
yeah. The mother of the family, Mirna, she says, I think we can maybe find work for him for the time being. Maybe with us or the Alderleaf. He could maybe be a farmhand or help us with wood carving, but we'll have to train him. Not sure what
See,
he's capable of.
why don't you see what he likes to do and what he's good at, and also he can help Linnea and or Sildar delivering messages and doing whatever chores and helpful things he can be there.
And he could also be a guard at the jail.
Yeah, he can be a scout. There's all sorts of things he can do. He can also keep an eye out for goblins.
Okay. So
He'd be good at that.
everyone agrees to try to help find him some work, especially the Dendrar family and the Alderleafs are because
Okay.
they were involved in
The
the
yeah.
situation. They kind of trust him more than the rest.
Well, if the if the Alderleafs will give him a place to stay, then at least he'll have a home he can work from, and we'll.
The Colleen Alderleaf, she offers to let him stay in the hayloft.
Okay, and and Sildar, can you sort of be in charge as far as if anything happens that you look into it and do your best to make sure he's okay?
I'll try my best.
Okay.
So Sildar's not coming with us when we go to the
No,
castle.
he's staying here to organize the town, find out what's going on, and probably either take the wizard off for justice or arrange that. And we would need to go see this sister. Sister, is it Garla?
Sister Gariel.
Yeah, Gariel. Sister Gariel here. She's here, isn't she, with everybody else?
Yeah, she's there. Um,
We'll talk
so
to her afterwards and see, because she asked us to come see her.
so Harbin speaks up again, says, well, as Rokas has pointed out to my dismay, it's true that I wasn't able to control the Red Brand threat as well as you might have hoped, but I, from this point on, I hope you'll give me a chance to help with the reestablishment of business in this town. My expertise is in banking, and I think I can work out a deal with the Lord's Alliance to try to get this town back on its feet.
Well, I have a suggestion. Since we have the entire crowd in town here, and it's your town, not ours, what I would like to see would be all the town members that are okay and approve of Harbin running the show until we get back. I want you to go to the west side of the town green, and those that oppose, I want to go to the east side of the town green, and then we will count, and we'll let you decide whether or not to accept Harbin back as town master.
Harbin says, oh, "This is quite irregular. We hold
Regular,
elections.
but
We hold elections once a year.
we're holding an election right now.
A lot of the townspeople are not sure what to think, but a few of them agree with Rokas and say, "Yeah, we should. This is a big event. We should reestablish what's going on in this town."
Yeah, and then you can say it's Flandrin's town, and it's Flandrin's decision, not ours. And
Phandalin, are you trying to say?
Yes, Phandalin.
Yes, Phandalin.
It's Phandalin's decision. Let them decide, not us and not Harbin.
All right. So, the town is surprisingly actually divided. Some of them think he's okay, and a lot of them don't. A woman who you haven't met yet, Halia Thornton. She's a guild master at the Miners Exchange. She sticks up for Harbin, saying that he's not experienced with dealing with threats, but he knows a lot about business, and that he's important to the town, and a lot of people agree with her.
And what's her name? What's your name, lady?
Halia Thornton.
Well, Halia, get up here and take a moment to explain this to the townfolk. Well, your opinion on this.
Okay.
Before we cast the vote, anybody that wants to say on either side can come up here and state their case.
So she does. She goes up and she explains about her opinion about that this town in the future is going to be a mining town, and it's not going to rely on the farms and stuff, that they need someone who knows about business to lead the town. And that she says her piece and goes back down. Another person, one of the miners, goes up and he agrees with Halia, but he also says that he wants if Harvin's gonna do it, he wants him to sign a contract with the Lord's Alliance that they're in charge of security.
Okay, and we think that's a good idea, and we're leaving Sildar and Linnea to enforce anything that the town has put together as far as rules.
Yeah. So by the end of the meeting, the consensus at the end is that Harvin can stay townmaster as long as Sildar or someone from the Lord's Alliance is there for keeping the place safe.
Okay, sounds fine and good.
So they agree, and they say they're gonna go and sign a contract later at the town hall, and people can come to see it if they want.
I see.
Yes, sir.
I see. Anything else that you think we should involve with the town with before we take off on our next adventure? Oh, I thought of something.
Sure.
We have craftspeople in the town. I'd like to leave some silver and maybe some gold that from our reward to pay for having the Thresden Manor put back in order to be
Tressendar Manor.
Is it Tressendar?
Yeah.
I'd like to leave money to have Tressendar Manor restored to be a place for the town to meet and to have events and to use as a public place.
Okay. Sildar says that he thinks that would be a good place for the Lord's Alliance to use as a base of operations if he's able to get reinforcements.
Okay, and they can have an office there, but I want it to be a public place as well. I want any town member to have access to it.
Okay. The Harbin and Sildar think that sounds like a good idea. But Sildar wants to wait till he gets communications before he makes a commitment.
Well, that's fine, but I'm putting up the money to for the foundation on this.
Okay. He says you guys can. He says that you'll talk about it more later and that you can decide on the expenses later.
Okay.
So from there, mostly they talk about how they're gonna get the stuff out of the manor, and they figure out like who has ox carts and who can help with carrying, and everything gets settled pretty easily. They start heading towards the manor to start sorting everything out, and they assure you that if they find anything of interest, they'll let you know.
Okay.
So the sister Gariel is concerned about the dead in the manor and says that she'd like to arrange for funerals to be done on the next day.
That's nice. Yes.
And she plans to bury those who were part of the town, and those who we're not sure about will be burned and in a appropriate way. That
a respectful,
yeah. Have a respectful pyre for them.
And the wizard that we got from the manor?
Yeah. He's in the prison still, in the jail.
Sildar's gonna look after him.
Yeah, that's part of what. Yeah, that's part. He's gonna stay in the townmaster's hall for a time being, partly to guard him.
Now, we've talked to two people, I think, in the town that had quests or requests for us to see them for potential employment.
Yeah, so as the crowd disperses, you see a couple of those people. You could probably talk to one of them, but a lot of them are trying to get back to their business. But you would be able to talk to them tomorrow if you want to.
Okay.
But if you
Well,
want to, if you recall any of those people now, you could
well,
grab
I
one of
remember
them.
Sister Gariel wanted to talk to us. So if I could wave her over.
Okay, so she talks to some of the townspeople and arranges for them to get the bodies and bring them to the shrine. And then as you come over, she thanks you again for your help, and she asks you to come over to the shrine to talk.
Icy, you good with this?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
we're gonna follow her over and
Sister Gariel says that her superiors asked her to undertake a delicate mission. They wanted her to persuade a banshee named Agatha to answer a question about a spell book. Gariel sought out Agatha in her lair, but the creature did not appear for her. She says, so I need help with this banshee. It wouldn't appear for me, but I could offer you a reward of 3 potions of healing. I have them on order, and I can get them for you. She shows you a jeweled silver comb. Gariel desires an intermediary to bring Agatha a suitable gift, a jeweled silver comb, and persuade the creature to tell what she knows about the location of a spellbook belonging to a legendary mage named Bowgentle. Sister Gariel believes that a character who flatters Agatha's vanity might be able to trade the comb for an answer. She says, "Please, if you can, take this comb and go to see Agatha the Banshee and ask her about the spellbook and where the spellbook is. It once belonged to the legendary mage Bowgentle, and then
Where is Agatha located?
she explains uh that she's in an area called Coneyberry, and that there's a ruined town nearby.
How far is it from Phandalin?
About 60 miles, which should take you over 2 days to get there.
okay. There's no forest between here and there, is there?
Not any thick forest. The on the big map, the stuff that appears as forest is like dense forest. The other places may have forests, but they'll be smaller.
Okay. Looks like there's a trail if we go
Yeah, you can
northwest.
travel by road to Coneyberry.
Yeah, if we go north, we can hit a road and get there.
And we could maybe do it faster if we were on horse. Or is it? Would it take us 2 days by horseback?
It will be more than 2 days, but that would be by walking.
Okay.
So far you haven't seen any people keeping stables or anything around in town.
Yeah, we've got a nice road. We can do it. And I'm a forager and guide. This is my specialty. We can move fast as a group when I'm around.
So Rokas, is it just me and you that are going to be going?
Yes. Unless we meet up with someone in the in-between who's interested in going with us, it'll be us.
Okay.
Sildar is still with you right now.
Yes.
He says, if you wait a few days, I'll have to get back to you about the reinforcement, but it'll probably if they agree to send them, it'll probably take about 3 days for them to get here. If you waited, I might be able to send someone with you.
Somebody from the Alliance?
Yeah, possibly.
And who's going to be in charge of the group?
I would put them under your charge.
Okay. That sounds fine. And we can help out here at the town until that happens.
We also have to go get the fellow that was with Sildar from the castle too.
Okay. We'll talk to the different people and figure out which quest we want to do next. That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
We haven't talked to everybody who's offering us employment.
Sildar says that he wants you to take care of the Kragma Castle situation with Gundren. But he's planning to question Yarno some more about the situation with him.
So you think we have time to go do this side quest?
He says, he'll get back to you tonight at the Stonehill Inn and report to you what's going on his side of things.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, so after all the meeting, everyone's dispersed back. It's getting to be like late afternoon, evening. You still have time to go visit one more person if you want.
I've forgotten who else had offered us employment.
Let's have you roll a history check to see if you can remember.
Is this a 20?
Yeah.
I rolled a 4. History. Zip. So it's a 4. I don't remember much. I'm not sure what I remember.
Yeah, Rokas is tired. He's not sure what to do. So
yeah, plus
it's up to you. I see you. Anything you want to do, or you want to roll to see if you remember anything?
Okay, I'm gonna roll. Just give me a second. I've got 11 too, so I've got 13 for history.
You said 11 plus 2?
Yeah, so 13.
Okay. So you remember that Darren Edermeth, the orchard keeper, had something, and you remember that you could talk to the prisoners you rescued to check up on them, or the Alderleaf family.
I think we should. Well, the two prisoners we have the one Red Brand, and we have Glassstaff.
Sorry, I meant the ones you rescued.
The Alderleafs.
Well, it was actually the Dendrars.
Oh.
Alderleaf had the son who helped you to find the place, and then they took care of the prison. Dendrar's family, when they came out, they stayed in their house while they were waiting to hear from you.
Do you want to go talk to any of them, Rokas?
Well, Rokas doesn't. You. This is you remembering, so
yeah.
Rokas doesn't know.
I don't remember.
Okay, Rokas, the Dendrar, we could go talk to them because they were held prisoners, or we could go and talk to the Adderley family and see if they know anything. What is it we want to know, even?
We want to know what.
Check up on them.
What? Check up on. We want to see what it was they wanted us to do, for a quest.
Well, let's go talk to the Dendras.
Okay. I like that idea.
So, let me check the map. I don't think their house is labeled, but they have a woodworker's house.
It's the woodworker's.
It says woodworker.
Yeah, I think that's where they mean for him to live. So,
Their name's Dendar.
it's Dendrar, Dendrar.
Okay.
Okay, so you go down past the townmaster's hall and find the woodworker's house where the Dendrar family lives. And I guess you knock on the door, and they
Dum, dum,
open
dum.
it for you. Say, "Oh, it's you.
Hello, Miss.
Thanks. Hello, come in." They
Hello, Mrs.
welcome you
Dendra.
into the house.
Okay. Hello,
Yes,
Mrs. Dendra. How are you and the children doing? And thanks for taking Droop in.
yes.
Up.
Well,
They're not taking Droop.
we're hoping to work with Drew, possibly. We'll see if he's interested in woodworking, but he's gonna be staying at the Alderleaf farm for
Yes.
now.
Well, that's good.
Yes, we're okay. We got to eat and rest, so we'll be probably feeling better tomorrow. Hopefully. Um, Sister Gariel has said that she will look out for my husband. Um, it seems that his body was taken to the manor.
Well, we hope there was something we could do to lessen your grief in this sad time.
Well, I don't think there's much you can do, but you've already saved us, and that actually I want to thank you for that. So I wanted to tell you about um, an heirloom that I left in another town that you could claim as your reward.
Okay.
Do you want to? Where would we find this town?
So she says that though her family has nothing to offer as reward, Myrna tells the characters that she might know where a valuable heirloom is hidden. When she was a young girl, she and her family fled from the town of Thundertree after undead overran the place. Her family had an herb and alchemy shop, inside which a case containing an emerald necklace was hidden beneath a section of storage shelves. She never dared to return and retrieve it. The shop was in the southeast part of Thundertree, and she says that if you want to go to this town, Thundertree, you can claim this emerald necklace as your reward. But other than that, she has nothing to spare.
Okay.
She invites you to eat lunch.
Thank you.
If you guys want to accept, then you get a meal. And then, actually, I guess it's not lunch, it's dinner at this point. So, you guys eat dinner with her, and afterwards, you can, not much else you can do in the day, so you return to the Stonehill Inn and see Sildar there.
Hello, Sildar.
Hello, I have news.
Oh, glad to hear this.
It seems that, according to Yarno, he was acting alone in his betrayal. But he told me that he thought that the Black Spider had been delayed in his finding the Wave Echo Cave. He expects that Gundren will be kept alive, probably as a worker, slave, maybe as a guide, maybe forced to work in the mine, but he expects that he's not an immediate threat. From my point of view, Cragmaw Castle may be a more difficult place to get into than Tressendar Manor. I think it's possible that you might want to train up more and improve your skills before going on that quest
To Quagmire.
to Cragmaw Castle.
Cragmaw?
Yeah. It's named after the goblin tribe, the Cragmaw tribe. They
Okay.
sharpen their teeth to look like a craggy maw of teeth.
Cool.
That was the same tribe that took me prisoner.
Ah, okay. There's
So
not
I
much of
do.
them left.
Well, this is a whole nother group.
Oh, okay. There's more of
Yeah,
them.
they actually have a castle somewhere in the forest,
Okay.
like
Gotcha.
a ruined castle that they've
Okay.
actually fortified.
So we just took on an outpost.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So I think if you find other things to do before that, we probably have time to do it. You probably have time to take on other missions before this one.
Before,
And
how about reinforcements from the Alliance?
yes, that's the other thing I wanted to tell you. Um, the Lord's Alliance have agreed to fund uh, a patrol of 20 officers to secure Phandalin.
Right.
I have told them about our idea um to fortify Tressendar Manor and to eventually make it a public place. But for now, we want to set up a watchtower there. The officers will bring with them supplies and camping materials and timber and wood to build the watchtower. We have designs on how to build them quickly, and the Barthen's Provisions and the Lion Shield Coster have agreed to help arm the troops using the stolen things that we got back from the Red Brands.
Good.
So they're also gonna help bring money for us to fund things and to give you guys rewards.
Okay.
And they will take them about 3 days to get here. Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to take Yarno back to Neverwinter, but gonna keep him here for the time being.
Okay.
We feel that the Black Spider wants to secure the cave, and that he set up the Red Brands to take over the town. Now that we've got it under our control, that's gonna make a lot of trouble for him. Like, if he wants to set up things in the mine, he's not gonna have an easy way to get money in and out from mining the place. But
Now,
we're a bit worried that because we've interfered, that he might try to assemble a force to attack the town at some point. So we need to keep this place fortified.
okay.
So I'll be
That sound-
staying in the town for the time being with the
Okay.
reinforcements.
And Linnea, maybe.
Yeah, Linnea has said she'll stay for the time being.
Okay.
That means that you guys will be free to do your missions, such as trying to save Gundren from Cragmaw without having to worry about the town.
Would there be anybody coming with this group that would come with us?
I have 2 officers in mind that I think could help you, but Yeah, once they get there here, I am meant to be put in control as the chief of the officers here. So
Okay.
I can order them out, but I need to establish
We'd
what the
we'd rather have
officers are going to be doing
we'd
first.
rather have a volunteer than somebody's been ordered to come with us.
Yes, I'll talk with them and we'll see what we can do.
Okay. So, do we have time to go see Darren and see
It's
what he
it's the
wants?
evening now, so you expect he's got retired to bed.
Okay.
So I think we should go have a beer and something to eat and a good night's rest.
I
Well,
think
you
we should
got
go.
you got food from you had your dinner at the
Oh yeah.
the woodcarver's house, so
I think we should go to the Sleeping Giant and see if there's a party.
yeah.
And maybe Grista can give us some more information.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
it's getting late, but you can go to the sleeping giant if you want.
That's the happening place, isn't it? The town must be celebrating.
Well, just go and find out, I guess.
Let's go.
Okay, so you head down the street to the sleeping giant, and you find it's not nothing exciting going on at the sleeping giant. You knock on the door, and Grista comes and opens it, and she looks drunk. She said,
Hi, Chris.
We're not open today."
You're not open.
Nah.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Are
Yeah.
you okay?
Well, missing a finger, but yeah, I'm okay. We'll be back in business soon, I guess, if Harvin can get us more people coming into the town. Cause
Okay.
most of my customers left after the red brands started taking over.
Okay.
I'm not
Anything
sure what to do actually, but
any anything we could do to help?
well, if I reopen, maybe just put in a good word.
Okay. We'll be here for a couple days, and I'll make sure that everybody we talk to, we will tell to that you're open for business, and maybe before we leave, we'll have a party here,
Oh,
and
yeah,
and we'll get the town together to have a celebration.
that sounds great. But for now, I gotta sleep this off. So I'll
Okay.
s- I'll see you next
We'll
time.
leave you to that, and thanks for your help getting rid of the red brand.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't do anything, but it was nice
Well,
to punch that guy in the crotch.
yeah, and we're sorry that you were in the middle of a situation that you weren't really involved with.
Well, I guess I dealt with the red brands, and that was a mistake.
Well, when we come back, we might be come talk to you about how the town's been going and get your opinion on things. Um, we'll try to get this town back on a good path to growth and stability.
And if
Okay,
you
thank
notice
you.
any unusual or shady characters, please let Sildar know.
Okay, I'll be more choosy with my clientele this time.
Yeah, and yeah, because and just keep your ears and your eyes open and report back to Sildar anything that you think is suspicious.
All right. So she
Okay, good
agrees
night.
and she says goodnight and goes back.
Good night. How late is it?
Let's say it's about 10 now.
Okay. Well, a town like this, 10 o'clock, people are going to start going to bed. Let's go back to the inn.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys go back to the inn and have another long rest. I don't know if you need to do anything with your sheet but you can click on long rest in case.
Okay.
The next day, which is the 5th day of your adventure, counting from the first day with the goblins. The Dendrar family holds a funeral for Theldrendar, the father.
How many people are there?
Maybe most of the town is there because it's a pretty small town.
And this was somebody that was well liked.
Yeah. It's not a big event, but if you want to attend, you can.
Icy,
Yes, sir.
do you want to go to the funeral and show our respects and let the town know that we're going to have a remembrance of the Alderleaf, Mr. Alderleaf,
It was
maybe
Dendrar.
Dendrar?
Yeah, he's the wood carver.
Okay.
They've already organized it. We're just going to go and attend to show our respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was going to suggest that we have a town get together in remembrance of the wood carver at the Sleeping Giant, and it's going to be
Oh, you mean a reception after the funeral? We'll suggest we go to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'd like to get the town have a and they've never heard of this far away land where they have these. They call them Irish wakes.
Oh, you're looking for. You want to have.
I want to have a remembrance and celebration of our new time.
Okay, then we'll go to the funeral and see who's interested in going to
we'll
the Sleeping Giant after.
Yeah, just make sure everybody knows that we want the town to be a new start, and this is a sad thing, but it's also a good thing.
Okay, then we'll head to the funeral. We'll get all when do you know exactly? Do you remember what time they said the funeral was at?
Me, I
So
never
during I'm just going through this as a small event, but basically, as you go out into town, you hear people talking about it, and if you want to go, you wander on over to the.
Okay, we'll wander on over to the funeral.
Yeah, and then you see everyone there, and it's a somber event, but after the end, you let everyone know that you want to have a party for celebration of getting rid of the red brands, and that you also want to pay your respects in a happy way for the passing of the townspeople.
Passings of the townspeople and the rebirth of Phandalin.
Yeah. So some of the people agree that they'd like to go. As people are leaving, you see Colleen Adderleaf and Darren Edermath, two more people that you had remembered you could talk to. You could grab one of them if you want.
Sure.
Hello, Colleen. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing all right. I'm glad that this whole red brand thing is over.
And how is Droop working out?
Oh, he's been we've had him picking weeds at the farm.
Okay.
And he slept in the hay loft.
And he seems happy with all of that?
Well, I don't know. He's a strange fellow. I'm not sure if I've seen him looking happy exactly, but he seems content enough. I don't. We haven't gotten to know him well yet.
I think any kindness you show him will be very appreciated. I don't think he's ever had anybody treat him fairly or with any respect.
Well, we're trying to find things for him to do.
Well, when he does even something small, make sure he knows that it's. I think if you show appreciation for what he does, it may really be meaningful to him.
Yeah, well, my son Carp, he seems to have taken a liking to him.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So actually, I wanted to tell you about, I noticed that, ICU seems to be a, whoa. You okay there, Rokas?
Yeah, I'm allergic to allergic to magic.
It's dusty around here. So Colleen Alderleaf is a halfling. So she's quite small. Just Droop is around her size actually.
Okay.
So her son Carp thinks Droop is kind of cool because he's tall compared to him.
Cool.
And so she was about to tell you that she noticed that ICU seemed to be a druid, and
Yes.
that she has a friend who's a druid. So Colleen is a longtime friend of a druid named Radoth. She said that she heard that you're looking for places out in the wilderness, like a cave and a castle. She says that you might want to visit Radoth and ask for his help, because there's not an inch of the land he doesn't know. She tells you that he's recently set out for the town called Thunder Tree, just west of Neverwinter Wood. The ruins are about 50 miles northwest of Phandalin. She gives you directions so that you can easily find the place. She invites you over to have some food, so you're able to eat there and have a chat with everybody. Carp and Droop are playing with each other, and then they go off to do some work in the fields with the mom, and you say goodbye to her. As you walk through the town, you see Harbin Wester at the Townmaster Hall again.
Okay. Hey, Harbin.
Hello. I heard you're looking for work.
We've been weighing our options.
Well, I have another idea for you.
Yes,
There's some orcs been causing trouble on the trail.
Orcs.
Yeah.
Where is this?
If you head east on the Tribor Trail, there's been travelers being attacked. It seems that the band of orcs have been making camp at Wyvern Tor. He says that he will give you. He says that he points to a sign outside the Townmaster's Hall. He says, "We're offering 100 gold piece reward to anyone who takes down the orcs."
And this is to the east of here?
Yeah.
Of Phandalin?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Wyvern Tor.
How far is it? I don't see it on our map.
You'd have to go. If you go down to Coneyberry, and walk up to the Old Owl Well. Keep going past that into the hills, and
Okay.
there's a tower up there. It's almost when you get up near the mountains.
It's not. Is it near Ice Sphere Peak?
It's kind of between Old Owl Well and Ice Spire Peak, yeah.
Okay.
In that area.
How about Thunder Tree?
Thunder
Oh, I see
Tree's,
Thunder Tree. That's
yeah,
up
somewhere
north.
else.
I might be able to go there on our way to Thunder Tree. We may be headed to Thunder Tree. We haven't decided yet.
All right. Well, just let you know. So he goes back in the Townmaster's Hall.
So, Icy, you want to go see the Darren at the orchard?
Sure.
Okay, so all these things we're describing, they take a while, so it's getting to be like late afternoon because like after dealing with them, you chat and so on. So you get over to Darren's, and he welcomes you. And says, "Oh, you dealt with those red brands like I asked you. That was great."
Our pleasure.
All right, so he invites you over to the orchard and takes you to his home, and he says, "Yeah, so I used to be an adventurer as well. I thought, well, I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if I wanted to part with it, but I actually have a weapon that might be useful for you."
Is this something that we can purchase from you, or?
Well, to be honest, I hadn't decided, but it's something I came across in my adventures when I was younger. It was used against orcs, and it actually is infused with the blood of orcs, so it's actually extra effective against them.
I see. What kind of weapon is it?
It's a rapier.
Could have great use of a rapier, given my training.
I figured as much. And as an elf, you know how much orcs hate your kind. Might be good to have a good weapon against them.
Yes, and it's very possible we will be encountering orcs. Looks like a possible pathway on our. We have a couple of opportunities in Thunder Tree, but also a request to go deal with orcs, which we could probably manage to do on our way to Thunder Tree. Wouldn't be too far out of the way.
Well,
Um,
let's think of a deal we can make, and I'd like to give it to you. I want to help you on your journey here, but it's also very precious to me. So,
well, I understand it's a valuable item. Perhaps I could borrow it.
I thought of that too.
Or did you want to join us?
No, I can't fight anymore.
Okay.
Does this rapier have a name?
Yeah, it's called Orc Piercer.
All right. I love weapons with names.
So he goes and gets it from another room to show it to you.
And it's gleaming and sharp and has beautiful balance.
Yeah.
I'm totally amazed and awed with it. This thing is so cool.
Let me describe it to you here.
It's light as a feather.
This elegant rapier is sheathed in a scabbard decorated with an elvish pattern of leaves and vines. The hilt is worked in the shape of vines entangling a single eye at its center. Let's have you do a history check.
9.
Alright, so that's not great, but as an elf, you know that the god of the elves took the eye of the god of the orcs in combat, and that the orcs have always held a grudge against the elves, and that this sword with an eye in the middle is kind of a...
It's like an insult.
Yeah. So
I love it.
You get the point of it when you see it.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, Darren, that thing is so cool. Please let me take it.
You can tell he's having a hard time parting with it.
What can I do to make this a good thing for you to pass it on? It needs to go to somebody who's adventuring. You're just sitting here at home. It's no use to you.
Yeah, I know I should give it to you, but it's not easy.
Well,
I have a thing I'd like you to try to do for me. If I was younger, I would do it by myself, but I can't. So, if you agree to do it, I'll let you have it.
What is it you would like us to do so that me and can have a discussion and decide if we want to do it?
Okay, let me tell you. So, I've heard stories from prospectors in the hills that someone's been digging around in the ruins known as Old Owl Well. And more disturbingly, several prospectors have reported being chased from the area by undead. I want you guys to visit the ruins. It's about a 2-day march northeast. And find out who's there and what they're up to. I know that the ruins are an old watchtower of an ancient magical empire known as the Netherial. And I'm worried that dangerous magic might be dormant there. So I think someone needs to investigate. It could be something pretty serious if someone's awakening some ancient magic. Now you wouldn't have to do this right away. But
well, we may be headed in that direction.
I've heard there's orcs over there too.
Right.
Now, Harbin had posted a message at the town hall about that.
Yeah. Well, we'll cut you in on the reward if you'll lend me the sword, and we'll go do that.
That sounds reasonable.
Icy, are you good with that?
Yep.
So what are you thinking for the reward?
Well, he said it was 100 gold.
Yeah.
You want to do a 3-way split, Icy?
No, we can give half to Darren, because if he gives us a sword and if it helps us kill the orcs, I think, yeah, I've got enough gold. I don't need to have that much more. We can do a 50-50 split with him. Are you okay with that, Robert?
Well, you can give him your third.
Sure. Or I can give him 25% of my 33%.
There you go. Let's do that.
All right.
What do you say, Darren?
Darren says, all right, 50 gold, and you're going to do my job for me? Then,
well, the 50 gold would be, yeah, it'd be one part from each of us.
Sure. All right. So he turns his head away. He can't bear to look as he gives you this sword.
And Darren,
yeah.
From now on, this sword will be known as Darren's orc.
Darren's orc piercer.
Or yes.
Darren's orc piercer. All right. Well, I gotta get back to work here at the orchard. I gotta figure out what to do with my apples. used to work with Grista, but I don't know if she's trustworthy anymore.
Well, we would like not only for you to work with her, but also to join us at the
Sleeping Giant Inn tonight. We're gonna celebrate the death of the Red Brands.
Well, I'd like to drink to that. I'll be there.
Okay, great. And
I really like apple cider. If you want to bring some of that along.
Well, I used to sell my apples to Grista, and she'd make apple cider. But after she got in with the Red Brands, then I wasn't doing business with her.
Well, let's start up another business agreement, and for starters, we'll pay for some apples. Bring some cider to the event tonight. And
I do have a little bit still here.
Okay. Well, if you could bring it along, that'd be great.
All right. You guys say goodbye to him, and it's been a long time since nighttime now, so you probably want to go back to the inn again.
Okay, back to the inn.
All right, so the night passes without anything too exciting. So day 7 now, you're expecting the patrol of officers to come on day 8.
Is this for day 7?
This is day 7. They're coming
You just
tomorrow.
went to sleep, and now it's morning of day 7.
And this is the night of the party.
Yeah, so this
which is perfect. We'll have the party the day before the people arrive from the Alliance.
Okay, cool. So you spend most of the day helping to get people to come to the celebration, and you go talk to Grista and help her set up the place and help her clean up the bar and get it looking nice again, because it was pretty rough before.
And let her know that Darren's going to want to do business with her again.
Yeah, she's happy to talk to Darren about doing apple cider again. So the day pretty much passes uneventfully, but in the evening you have your party. Is there anything you want to do, especially during the party?
I would want to have a toast and a remembrance of the fallen from the town, and appreciation for Linnea, who was so instrumental, and Sildar, who helped out in taking down the Red Brand.
Okay. So Linnea and Sildar are there, and they have a toast with everybody, and everyone's happy, and you can see that people who had grown apart are talking to each other again, and you feel happy about seeing. You see Grista and Darren are chatting, and the mother from Adderleaf family and Dendra family are there. They got the kids are out in the street out front playing with Droop, and everything's pretty jolly.
Everybody's enjoying themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent.
So nothing too exciting except for, people just having a fun party. All right, so the hours fly by and people start heading back home, and that's all for that day.
Day 8.
Next day, which I have as day 8, in the morning you can hear the ox carts wheeling down the road into town, and you see the officers of the Lord's Alliance marching along, and they stop in the town square area, and I guess as you come out from getting up in the morning, you see Sildar's greeting them outside. And Sildar turns and says, "Oh, Rokas! And I see you. Nice to see you.
Good morning, Sildar.
Hello. Well, I'm glad to tell you that the Lord's Alliance has arrived. Um, so you see, Sildar talks with them, and he sends the carts up the road towards the manor. And he says, walk with me up to the manor. Are you guys free today? Can you help us set up camp?
Absolutely.
All right. So you head up the road, and they have a few ox carts full of wood and supplies and canvas for the tents and everything, and they set up a big fortification up there. They have wood that's pre-cut to make a watchtower, and they stack it up and build it into a watchtower and throughout the day, and they're able to complete it in a few hours. And at some point in the day, maybe in the afternoon, Sildar pulls you aside and says, there's two soldiers I wanted to introduce you guys to.
Okay.
This is Darius and Vola. He introduces you to Vola. She's a half-orc female, and she's got a big battle axe on her back. She's about 6 feet tall.
Wow.
She said, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How's the weather up there?
It's fine. And the other one is Darius, a human male, and he's got a long sword at his side. He says, nice to meet you.
Is he tall too?
He's a little bit taller than Rokas. Maybe 5'10" or something.
Okay. Hello, Darius.
So these two I've worked with before. And I've talked to them about your situation, that we're mostly going to be holding down Phandalin, and you're going to go out and try to keep this area under control, to civilize this place as we do with the Lord's Alliance. We need to get rid of all these goblins and orcs and stuff in the area. It seems like they were interested in maybe helping you out.
That's good.
Vola.
Yes.
One of the requests we had from the townspeople was to go north of here to deal with a band of orcs that have been making trouble.
Yes.
You're being half orc. Would that be a problem? Would you find dealing with orcs to be a problem for you, or?
Well, I understand it's confusing for a lot of people who haven't dealt with half-orcs much, but yeah, I embrace my human side, and I enjoy fighting the orcs. Let them see what it's like to give them a taste of civilization with my battle axe here.
Thank you.
You can see she's a little annoyed to be asked that question that she probably got asked a lot of times. But she's not angry or anything. But
I'd like to apologize for having asked the question, but I didn't want to put you in an awkward place if we're considering having you join us on that sort of a quest. I didn't think it would be.
No, it's fine. Just people don't understand what it is to be a half-orc. Not really an orc anymore.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still speak their do you know their language?
Actually, I don't.
Okay.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah, I was raised by my mother.
Okay.
Less we talk about my father, the better.
Okay.
Darius,
Yes.
what are your skills?
Well, I'm still new to the Lord's Alliance, but I'm a trained swordsman.
What are your feelings about orcs?
Probably the same as Vola. Gotta teach them what's what. Can't have bands of orcs terrorizing the countryside. It'll go back to like it was 500 years ago when they sacked this town.
Okay. Looks like we're going to we have an opportunity to go north. Would both of you be available, or either of you available to join us?
Well, we're still just setting up camp here today. We'll have to see how things go, but probably one of us could go with you. We'll see.
Okay. And we'll be talking to see if we're going to do this on our way to um, the route that we were thinking was to the Owlwell area to take care of take care of the orcs, um, and then eventually at some point we're going to be going to Thunder Tree, which is up north.
That's funny because we just came from Neverwinter. We'll be going pretty much back where we came from, but that's fine. Yeah, we'll talk about it more. Maybe we can get back to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Actually, tonight we're planning to go out on patrol. Would you want to join us?
You're going to go on a patrol?
Yeah, night patrol.
Sure, I'm up for that. How about you, Icy?
Yeah, I think I want to go back to the inn and have a little rest.
Vola and Darius invite you on their night patrol. And you guys go back to the inn to pass the time as you wait for evening. And you go back to the camp at nightfall and meet with Vola and Darius. And they take you out of the town to patrol the nearby woods.
Where at night I have good vision, and I also have lots of extra perception in the woods, being my favorite type of terrain.
Vola, as a half orc, has dark vision as well. Darius and ICU don't, but their eyes adjust to the darkness and are able to travel by the starlight. But they're following the lead of Vola and Rokas. Let's have you guys do some perception checks as you go on patrol.
I rolled a 15.
+7 on 9 would be a 16, be my total.
And sorry, what was ICU's?
15 plus 3 is 18.
Okay,
Wow.
so you both did a good job. Oh, actually, you should roll with disadvantage because it's dark. So roll one more time.
Rolled a 5.
Okay, you have to take the 5.
Plus 3 is 8.
Yeah, okay. So she can't really see what's going on really. But Rokas, what was your number? 16?
16, yeah.
Okay, so as you go, you notice some footprints. It looks like a group has passed through this area. Looking closely at it, you see signs of goblins, wolves, bugbears, and something else that you're not familiar with. But something similar to these guys.
Okay, well, I have primeval awareness.
Okay. I think that uses a spell slot though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you want to use one of your spell slots to do that, you can check if. But that only goes for aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. So that wouldn't help you with knowing if goblins are around. But
But
if
it
you want
does
to check
say
for undead or something like that,
I'm a natural explorer, and in my favored terrain,
mm-hmm.
I have extra skills for telling numbers of when I'm tracking. I can tell um, the number and size and how long it's been since they were through this area.
Okay. When tracking creatures, you learn the exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area. So it doesn't
Exactly.
say that you know what they are, just how big they are.
Yeah.
So
So
they're
how
medium-sized creatures. But I gave you some extra information that you're pretty sure you have seen goblin footprints, wolf
how many
footprints, and
how many?
bugbears before. You see
And how,
that this seems like a trail that's been used before, so some of the prints are older. From what you can see, um, a wolf, a goblin, and a bugbear were traveling with one other creature recently on this trail.
a bugbear, a goblin, and a wolf?
Yeah, and one other
And
thing.
then that we can't identify.
That's medium sized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Medium size being the same as humans and dwarves.
Okay. Recently.
Yeah, very recently.
Oh, okay.
Where exactly did we see these footprints?
Okay, so you traveled, um, you walked about 30 minutes outside of town before you found
North.
them,
In what
Okay.
direction?
to the north.
Okay. We're off the map then?
Yeah, we're not on the town map.
Okay. Are the tracks intersecting the path we're on?
You were not walking on a path before, you were just going through, and you came across a path.
Okay. So is the path, if we're going north and we've come to a path, is it more or less going east-west?
It's going kind of from the southeast to the northwest.
Okay. If we travel on following the tracks a short distance, being careful and quiet, can I tell if the tracks are getting fainter, getting stronger?
Okay. So you wanna pursue these tracks?
Yes, very, very um, slowly and quietly.
Okay.
And my goal for doing this is that, and I'll tell the group, Vola, Darius, and Icy. Says I'm seeing tracks here of a bugbear, a goblin, some creature I'm not sure of, and a wolf. Before we go far on this trail, I just want to follow it a distance, very quietly. Matter of fact, you two might want to wait here, and Vola and I will head up the path just a short distance. I want to go see which direction they were going.
Vola taps on her chainmail and says, "I don't think I'm gonna be helping you with any kind of sneaking."
Okay, why don't you all three wait there, and I'll just go the shortest distance up the path and see if I can tell which direction they went.
Okay. So roll a stealth check.
Shit. I just fell down and made a lot of noise.
What was it?
One.
All right. You actually still have a point of inspiration.
Yeah.
If you want to use that now, you can.
Oh, no. I'll
Oh,
wait for something more important.
okay. So you fall down.
Because we're all
You trip over a
together
rock right
like a
after telling them you're gonna go
yeah
be stealthy, and
crash land on
and
this.
Vola laughs at you, and which is even more noisy. Um,
Oh, shit.
you fall down, and Vola laughs, which is kind of loud, and then you hear Wolf howl.
Sorry, guys.
And then
um,
down the path you hear some people approaching, and a wolf runs into view, followed by a goblin, a bugbear, and a hobgoblin.
can I use my spell of pass without a trace for us, so we're all invisible?
Yes. I will let as you hear the wolf approaching, I will let you do the spell if you want.
Yeah.
So it doesn't totally hide you. We need to do a second stealth check. So everyone rolls a stealth check, and then whatever you roll is got a +10 on top of whatever you normally get.
Well, mine was super stealthy. Mine would be a 28.
Mine's a 21.
26, 27, and Darius 14. The wolf is gonna smell for you. The wolf has keen hearing and smell, so it gets advantage on perception checks. So if it can roll higher than a 14, it will find Darius. Okay, so it got a 17. So it did find Darius. So we have to start combat, but the others, I think they're all of you are higher than 17, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are hidden. So when the first time you get to attack, you'll have advantage because they can't see you. All right, so now we should roll initiative. So on this map, the blue one is Rokas. ICU's green. The yellow one behind that is Vola. And the yellow one kind of out in the road is Darius. The white one is the wolf. It can see Darius. It found it through sight and smell. And the two red ones are a goblin and a bugbear. And the black one is a hobgoblin. Rokas, what's your initiative?
18.
And I see you.
17 plus 2 is 19.
Ooh. One upped you there, Rokas. 17 for Vola. 14 for Darius. First in order is ICU. They cannot see you though.
Okay.
Once you attack, they can see you. If you attack, you get advantage, so you can roll twice to hit.
Okay. I think I'll use my thorn whip.
Sure, you can. You have stronger things if you want to use something else.
I could use the fire thing.
Yeah, your produce flame is stronger. And it's also a cantrip.
Okay, I'll use the fire.
Okay, so roll the hit. You get to roll twice and take the higher number.
I'll take the 13 plus
+5.
18.
18. And who are you aiming at?
I guess at the wolf because he can smell us.
Yeah. Okay, that hits the wolf. So roll your damage.
I got a 4.
Okay. Let's go on to Rokas. It's your turn. You
Okay.
have ICU is now exposed. They know she's there.
Okay.
Rokas, you're still hidden. You have
Yes.
advantage on attacks.
And I have Mask of the Wild.
Okay.
So
What's
I
that do?
can be obscured by foliage. So I just want to take a half step off the trail where there's any cover. And I'm going
Yeah.
to
You can do that.
and I'm going to throw my spell Hail of Thorns. And
Oh, okay.
that will, and if I throw that at the one of the um
That spell basically you do it on your weapon, right? I believe that's like from your weapon or from your arrows.
right. So I have to shoot, but I want to shoot into the second person in the group so that it'll hit all of them because it it covers an area. If I shoot
Okay,
the
you can
second
hit the
guy in,
bugbear. If you hit the bugbear, that will um
it'll
get the
rain
others.
thorns on all of them.
Yeah. All right, so make sure you use your spell slot for that.
Okay. Okay, one spell slot's done.
And so roll to hit the bugbear.
Okay. And this would be with my longbow, which is +7 to hit.
Yeah, and you got advantage.
My first one's a 16 +7, 23, and an 18, 24.
Yeah, you definitely hit the bugbear. All right,
Okay,
roll your damage.
so, and that's a D8, I think. Longbow is D8 +3.
Okay.
Oops. Okay, it's an 8 +3. 11.
11 on the bugbear. Okay.
Plus.
Well, wait for this. Hold on a second. Okay, now all of them take this next damage from the thorns.
Okay, then they have to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Goblin has +2 dexterity. 8 plus 2 is 10. He fails. So at least one of them's gonna get damaged.
Well, they all get damaged. It'll just be half damage if they don't make it.
Okay, cool. And then Hobgoblin, he's a dexterity +1. 12 plus 1, 13. He fails. Bugbear. +2. 10. He fails too. God. Wolf has +2. Okay. 10. Whoa. I rolled like 8 3 times. Alright, they all failed.
Okay, now because this is a surprise attack.
Yeah. I don't think that does that have anything.
Well, wouldn't I get to roll twice?
No. It's the twice was whether you hit them or not in the first
Okay.
place.
Well, I rolled an 8, so they all took an additional 8 damage.
Okay. Sorry that took a while.
It's okay. Plus, this goes on for a minute, so they're going to be stuck there in a hail of thorns.
Alright, the wolf is dead. The wolf got pierced by these thorns and died. The goblin also died
That's
from
the
these
black guy?
thorns. The white one and the one and the north red one are dead. So you got 2 of them left only. Wow, that was pretty awesome. Okay, next turn is Vola.
Do you want me to roll for her?
No, I got it. Vola, she's going to run up to the bugbear and try to hit it with her battle axe. Okay, she hits 7 damage. And she gets a second attack. Second attack misses. Okay, it's the hobgoblin's turn. He's gonna go to attack Vola. Ooh, nat 20. He hits Vola and does double damage. only 5 damage. Okay, it is Darius's turn. Darius is going to run up to hit the hobgoblin because it's in his way now. 19 to hit. That hits. And he kills the hobgoblin. Now it's the bugbear's turn. He's the only one standing. He shouts out, "Roar!" But he looks like he's about to die. He's gonna swing for Vola again. Or, no, not again, but he's gonna swing for Vola because she hit him. And he misses. Alright, it's ICU's turn. Only one left standing.
I'm going to use the fire again.
You can do that.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
18 plus 5 is 23.
You hit.
And I got a 6.
Alright, the bugbear bursts into flames and dies. Blech. You have beat
good.
off 4 of these creatures.
Nice work, fellas.
Vola picks up her battle axe over her head and stretches. All in a night's work.
Should I use healing word on her? She hurt badly?
No,
Or are we
she's
gonna
not
go for
hurt
a
too
long-
badly.
Okay.
She's barely affected. She's okay.
Let's search their bodies.
Okay. You search them. You don't find anything of value except for while searching the hobgoblin, you find a piece of paper. You pull it out and open it up, and you see a crudely drawn sketch of Rokas. And it says 25 gold pieces for this one, with a little symbol of a black spider under it.
Ha! Well, I guess they won't be collecting any bounty. I'll keep that piece of paper as a memento.
Okay. Their weapons are nothing too amazing. The hobgoblin has a well-worn chainmail armor and a shield, as well as a longsword. They're not in great condition, but you might take them if you want.
Sure.
For selling.
Yep.
The bugbear has a morning star, and the goblin has a scimitar.
Okay. I'll take all that.
Okay. Alright, so you follow the trail a ways, and you can see that the other tracks are probably a month or so old. They kind of fade out eventually, and there's not really much to follow. They kind of disperse from the trail and fade off. Vola suggests that you've done enough for one night and that you should probably go back.
We're cool.
Okay, so you can kind of continue your patrol in a loop around the town, and you don't find anything as you go back towards the town. And you go back to the camp, and they bid you good night, and you guys go back to the inn to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys need to do your long rest, but you can push the long rest button if you want.
Sure. Good work. We kick butt.
Okay, so you guys go back to sleep and wake up in the morning.
That was good thinking, Icy, with that invisibility spell. That worked out really well.
That's true.
Yeah, because it gave us instead of them surprising, we were able to surprise them.
Yeah, which was pretty lucky considering Rokas fell on his face and attracted everyone.
It turned out to be the right thing. Lured them into our trap.
Well, we have to look after the old guy.
Hey, I'm young for an elf.
Okay, so day 9 of the adventure, you wake up in the morning and Sildar calls you to the townmaster's hall. Do you agree to go with him?
Sure.
So he says, let's go to the townmaster's hall. I want to talk with you and Linnea.
Okay. And
So,
Harbin.
yeah.
See there?
Harbin's there too.
Okay.
So, you guys go to the townmaster's hall and go inside, and you see Linnea and another dwarf who she's talking to. And Sildar says, we were waiting to find out what mission you guys had chosen to go out on. Did you guys decide what you want to do first? How about you, ICU? Any ideas for the next
Well, we can go to the old
target?
Owl's Well and then go up to the Coneyberry. Or the other one would be to go to Thunder Tree. Which would you prefer to do, Rokas?
I like going to the Owl Well and then
To Coneyberry?
yeah, after we go to the Owl Well's on the way to Coneyberry, I think.
Yeah, it is.
So let's go deal with the orcs and on our way to Coneyberry, and then we can go to Thunder Tree after that.
Harbin says, oh, great. You're going to deal with those orcs.
Yeah, I think so.
Great. Sildar says, I can probably send Vola with you, but I'll probably keep Darius here. But looks like Linnea has she's found out her cousins in town, and that's where we're gonna stop for today.
Okay.
And next time you will meet Linnea's cousin, played by Harvey.
Okay.
That's one ugly ass dwarf.
Maybe he might have to be a handsome, because Linnea's pretty good looking. I'll talk to Harvey, figure out how this guy looks.
He's got a broken nose. Hair coming out of his nose too.
But you probably wouldn't know because he's likely got a giant beard.
He's got a beard, but his mustache is really all the hair grown out of his nose.
That was a joke that you made many years ago.
Which got a big laugh out of my my sidekick at the time.
Yeah. Okay, well, how did you guys feel about today's session?
The Hail of Thorns is a kick-ass spell.
Yeah.
That was a perfect time to use it.
That's true.
And
We're
that
all
was
grouped
super.
up.
That was really awesome to throw the invisibility spell as they approach. That was
It actually
really great.
wasn't invisibility. It was just like super hiding.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys next time then.
Okay.
Thanks, Ian.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Bye bye.
Happy Easter.
You did a good job.
Okay. Thank you.
See you later.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.